Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And we have him, and the shot! And the ball's come out! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Turns and goes back. Just brushed off, big chance! This could fall anywhere. Danger averted for now. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Isak receives it from behind. Try to play for a goal kick. Kimmich. Isak. Goes for goal! Well, the clearance is short. That is terrific skill. That intervention was very necessary. Mane with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Now short, Isak with a shot! There it is! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Could move up a gear here. He's picked him out. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Plays it out to the flank. Well, they can break here. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Hoists it forward. Davis. Davis plays it forward. Surely. Now the cross. Cleared without complication. Mane with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Kimmich. Neymar. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted.
Tanke have made some interesting moves in getting their fullbacks to tuck in.
Bright approach, isn't it?
Yeah, so many fullbacks now just want to get forward, Peter.
Gets into some space. Oblak has that under control. Played out to the right. Now it's Mane. This is gone, that's a foul. It's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Skriniar positions himself well and cuts it out. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, he's in! Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And the finish! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chooses to go back. And there is the half-time whistle. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
And we're already back underway here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Skriniar. Neymar. And that has put paid to that. Neymar needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Valverde. And it's Neymar. Timely intervention. Tries to get it forward quickly. Neymar. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He spotted the run and played him through. A buccaneering run from the defender. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Valverde gets it away. Tries lifting it over. Skriniar with the clearance. Delivers across. He's gone for it! A real chance and a real let-off. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Forward it goes. Cuts it out. Skriniar to play it forward. Could try cutting inside here. A really good feat. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Isak. And it's played forward. Breaks on here. Davis gets it back. Played back in. Now it's Mane. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Kimmich gets it back. Neymar. Here comes the corner. And that has been cleared. Back into the middle. Valverde. And it's got through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And they've been caught out here. And through to the goalkeeper. And out it comes again. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Forward it goes. Looking to break out here. Looks to clip it forward. Now it's Griezmann. Sancho desperately wants to get on the end of this. Great run on the overlap here. Plays it back. Hits one! It's anyone's ball. Plays it out to the wing. Played back in. Oh, that's nice. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. All Black deals with it effortlessly. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this hurts. The pain of defeat very evident, and there are hard lessons to be learned from it all when they regroup. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Guatemala could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these support. He's gone for it! Goal! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
So, a breakthrough already. Brandt. Casemiro. Brandt. Alaba. And it's Guerrero. And here's Dembele. Brandt. Guerrero. Plays it back. Vinicius Junior! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Guerrero goes short. Guerrero. Guerrero, great leap! Back of the net! They have come roaring back! An absolute gem of a cross that made the header simple.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
It's a loose ball. And now the breakaway. Brandt. Guerrero gets the better of his man. Vinicius shoots! Just took too long getting forward.
Vinicius Junior cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
That's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Isak gets away from his opponents. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. Has a pop! Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's played forward. Bernardo Silva tries running with the ball at his feet. Foden. Sancho. Isak. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Dembele. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. The crowd appreciates good football all round there. Vinicius Junior plays it out to the flank. Now a chance to break. Back to the keeper and try something new. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hoists it forward. Good idea, just poorly executed. Dembele needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Alaba drives it forward. Vinicius Junior. Isak. It has got through to him. Forward it goes. Bernardo Silva. And the weighted pass. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. To review the first half.
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. So we're already into the second period. Chance! Shot at goal! He can pounce on that. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Guerrero. Alaba plays it forward. And that's been won straight back. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And it's Guerrero. He's had that put on a plate. And the ball is out of play. And the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Davis. Casemiro just wouldn't be beaten there. Vinicius Junior. Played back in. Now it's Dembele. Out to the left it goes. Foden. Isak, he's away, has a hit! Brandt, and it's Guerrero. Vinicius Junior, cuts it out. Isak. Chance to... has a pop! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Foden brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's Dembele. Right through the middle. Vinicius Junior. More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's not going to get that. Keeper sends it forward. And here's Sané.
Sané really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, they could break here. It's got through to him. Got a sight of goal here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's straight offside. Alaba. Bernardo Silva. And here's Trippier. Sané.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He's through the middle. Now it's Sané. Going for goal! And he comes up trumps again.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Across the field it goes. Robertson looking to win it with time against them. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Vinicius Junior. Sané. No, it's Sané. Sané has a go! And that is that. So it's ended in a draw, draft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coach, shot a goal! And here's Mane. That's good defending, very good defending.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
It's got through, and... De Bruyne puts his foot on the gas. Mohamed Salah. And it's De Bruyne. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And the counter is on. Now it's Neymar. Gets away from his opponent. Neymar. De Bruyne. With a delicate ball, tries to get it clear, hoists it forward. Valverde looks to thread it through. Neymar. It is deadlocked. Deftly done. Neymar plays it back. Valverde tries lifting it over. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Son Heung-min. Now it's Kane. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Son Heung-min. Savage. Kane. And it's Neymar. Hoists it high. Cleared without complication. Neymar with the short one. Kimmich. Valverde. Kimmich. Kimmich goes up and over. Could move up a gear here. Mohamed Salah tries to stroke it through. Gone back to the keeper. That has put a stop to that. Well, that had to be more accurate. De Bruyne. Gray. Kimmich. And it's Mane. Valverde. Neymar. Chance to shoot, and the shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
They've played it short. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Now it's Mane. Mane. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Salah. Just brushed off the ball there. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Savic. And now they can launch a counter. Oh, good interception. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. An interesting game up to now, but still goals. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Guardiola clearly have been the better side for me.
Yeah, he's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Here it comes. De Bruyne positions himself well and cuts it out. Oh, that is lovely footwork. The referee's awarded a free kick. Neymar stands over the ball. He'll be looking to dink one in. Has a hit! It's there!
And some players are just capable of grabbing a game by the scruff of the neck. And his immense talent may just have done exactly that and injected the belief that they can retain their lead this time round. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here. What a good way to assert your authority for this second period. They were prepared to commit numbers forward into attacking positions, and the risk has been deservedly rewarded.
And here's the chance to counter. He's had a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
And once more they can't get through. Ball's out on the left now. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's De Bruyne. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Timely intervention. Valverde. Well, they can break here. Cuts it out. Has gone out. Mohamed Salah. Savic drives it forward. Kimmich has given away a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And it would take something pretty special to beat the keeper from this far out. Gets wrestled off the ball. Valverde with a long pass. Gets the better of his man. He's gone for it. It's there. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So that's 2 now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Plays it long. He's made sure that that won't get through. Dashing forward at pace. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. It's Kane! And the follow-up. No mistake! Son Heung-min at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key. This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And it's played forward. And here's Rabiot.
Guardiola are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
And here's Kane. Kane is flagged offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rabiot. Mane. Lobs it in gently. Mane. Hits one! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
And that has been clubbed away.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Kimmich.
Guardiola can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think. They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
We are into stoppage time. It is just a question of running down the clock now. And it's Mane. And he's there to cut it out. And that is that. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, they approached this with a very definite game plan, and I think to a large extent they remain true to that, and we can give the manager a big pat on the back.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Wherever you are on this most pleasant evening, there has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. As we survey the stands of the Maracanã, what a sight it is, a terrific sight, awash with colour, as always has been the case. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Mohamed Salah. Ruben Dias. Back to the keeper and go again.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Gets it back. Ruben Dias.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah. Hernandez. Martinez. Oh, good interception. Hoists it forward. Mbappe. This is promising. Looking to... Mbappe! It's anyone's ball.
Mbappe really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Verratti concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken. This could spell danger. Battles to win it back. Dybala has been caught there. It's a foul. This is a great chance to take a lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for the shot. He's managed to get it away. Fabian Ruiz. Hernandez. And it's Dybala. Martinez. Marco Verratti. De Bruyne. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Mbappe, and the counter is on. He's played him through. He's had a go! It's off target and by quite a way.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Now it's Mohamed Salah, foot in. Mohamed Salah really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
De Bruyne. Good challenge, he just stood firm. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. It's Dybala. Mbappe has a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Diving header! Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Mbappe. And the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Ter Stegen can claim that. And it's Salah. Van Dijk. And that's the whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Mbappe has a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Ruben Dias gets it away. Mohamed Salah brings it forward. Walker. Dybala. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And it's been taken straight back. Marco Verratti. Alexander-Arnold. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's picked him out. Mbappe, and the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Tries to get it clear, pinged forward, just brushed off the ball there. Mbappe. Mbappe! They've scored! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Time for a change in personnel. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Dybala. It's a brilliant interception. Mohamed Salah. Forward it goes. Gets a good foot in there. Question, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mbappe. No way through there. Mohamed Salah. Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! Two up and threatening to pull clear. What about that, Tim Beglin?
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
He's got away. Shapes to shoot! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Decent-looking ball. He's off on a marauding run. He's had a shot! They've done it! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Big chance! Oh, terrific save.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Defending of the desperate variety. Cristiano Ronaldo has come loose. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's on his way. Now it's Kane.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all showing no substance. Where's the final product?
Good ball. Alexander-Arnold.
Pontevedra clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play.
Mohamed Salah plays it forward. Van Dijk tries to get it forward quickly. And it's played forward. And the defence can get it clear. And that's that. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Pontevedra have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. Alaba concedes a free kick for that. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Guerrero. Hakimi. Bernardo Silva. Dembele.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And here's Dembele. Tries to get it forward quickly. Decent looking ball. Mane gets... And Mane! Alaba with the clearance. Neymar has it in a wide position, so what next? Hakimi drives it forward. Well, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Hoists it forward. That's a throw. Rodri. Up for a throw. Alaba. And it's played forward. Guerrero has been found. Brandt. Hakimi. Dembele is flagged offside.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Here comes another cross. Hakimi attempts a clearance. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Looks to thread it through. Alaba. Oh, real danger here. Face to face, shapes to shoot! It's there! Simplicity itself.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Gabriel Jesus. Jesus has a goal!
Gabriel Jesus really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
He spotted the run and played him through. Gabriel Jesus! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Bernardo Silva moves it over to the other flank. Brandt. Alaba. Gabriel Jesus. And here's Dembele. Vinicius Junior! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Vinicius Junior certainly could have and should have made more of that.
And it's Neymar. That's great strength on the ball. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Dashing forward at pace. Gabriel Jesus. Well weighted. Bernardo Silva. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Now the counter. Nicely measured pass. Forward it goes. It's Bernardo Silva. Gabriel Jesus. Brandt. Gabriel Jesus. Bernardo Silva. Could cross it here. Goes down, but nothing given. And it's played forward. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. All the decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And the game has already resumed here. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Bernardo Silva. Brandt. Gabriel Jesus. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's got through. Mane. And it's Toni Kroos. That's been won straight back. Oh, what a ball! Has a goal! Alaba. Bernardo Silva. It'll be a throw-in. Just brushed off the ball there. Tries to get it forward quickly. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Kroos. Rodri. Gabriel Jesus. Kroos positions himself well and cuts it out. Guerrero. Defending was strong and firm. Kroos hits that long. Good ball. Big chance! Has a pop! To surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
Oh, smart save. Incoming and the header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Guerrero. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva gets it out to the wing. Big chance! It's gone a long way up and away.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Now it's Mane. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And they've been caught out here. He's one on, shoots! And in it goes! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely.
Has a hit! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Bernardo Silva.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Vinicius Junior turns and goes back. Towering header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Good ball, and the shot! That's a real chance missed.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Well played, he saw that coming. Robertson drives it forward. It's a loose ball. Hoists it forward. Rabiot. He gets past his man. Bernardo Silva. Alex Sané. Vinicius Junior. Robertson. Well read, he sorted that out.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
Bernardo Silva. Kroos plays it forward, and now they can launch a counter. He's left his man. Quick glance at... It's Rabiot! And that is that. Well, the players certainly gave it everything, but just didn't get the break. Terrific support, terrific effort, but the wrong outcome. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close the deal.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will. Mbappe!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Conte needs to get it forward quickly. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Benzema. Messi. He's got away. He's got options in the box if he can. Towering header! Goal! Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Bruno Fernandes. Well played, he saw that coming. Partey. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
And it's played forward. Here's the cross. It's a brilliant interception. Jorginho plays it forward. Partey. And here's Messi. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Hoists it forward. Dybala. Stones does well there, alert. Back to the keeper and go again. Stones. Partey. Messi. He's made sure that that won't get through. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Dybala. He's got away. Mbappe. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose. Rudiger. Stones. Conte. Bruno Fernandes looking to penetrate opposition lines. Cut out in the nick of time. Partey. Pinged one through here. Looking to force his way through, and the flag has stayed down. Quick glance and the finish! He scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
So that's two now without reply. Well, hits one! Goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Dybala. Caught offside that time. Played out to the right. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Kyle Walker. Bruno Fernandes. Dybala goes looking. And it's Cancelo. Messi. Gets away from his opponent. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Partey gets it back. Messi. Stones. Rudiger. João Cancelo. Stones. There's the end of the first half. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
The action has already... And Messi! And the ball is out of play. Hernandez. Jorginho. Bruno Fernandes. Forward it goes. Mbappe. Great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
He gets past his man, and the finish!
Oh, it's die-hard defence, and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's left his man.
Pontevedra showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Rudiger.
Well, the omens aren't looking favourable for them because they're chasing the ball too much.
Conte. That is Conte. Good take. Messi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Fabian Ruiz. It's a loose ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. João Cancelo. Partey. And here's Benzema. We can get that clear. That's been won straight back. Partey. And here's Messi. And the weighted pass, he's had a shot! He has done it! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Conte. Let's put a stop to that. Partey. And it's played forward. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's nice. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. Plays it out to the flank. Loose, and the counter is on, and he's away. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? And Simpson in a good position. Cleared without complication. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And they've been goes for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Cristiano Ronaldo certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Partey. Jorginho. He's managed to get himself offside. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Nemecha. Partey goes looking. Modric. Oh, shooting chance! And that may well be that. That is that. No joy for the players, nor indeed for the loyal fans. It has ended in defeat. A thoroughly disappointing outcome. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Pontevedra didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. It's Kane! Bernardo Silva. Vinicius Junior. Lewandowski. Gets up to head it! And it's a goal!
What a start! And what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Savic. And it's Son Heung-min. Savic. And it's played forward. Kane with the foul.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And here's Dembele. Lewandowski. Over it comes. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah. Managed to get it away. Brandt goes looking. Dembele, already of course on the score sheet. And here's Dembele. Vinicius Junior. And here's Dembele. Played out to the right. Lofted into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Robertson plays it back in. Ruben Diaz attempts a clearance. It'll be a throw-in. And here's Dembele. Bernardo Silva. Played into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Bernardo Silva. Vinicius Junior. Got offside that time. And here's Mohamed Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Mohamed Salah. Towering header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Kane did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Robertson set up one goal so far. Casemiro. Brandt. Robertson. Vinicius Junior. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Son Heung-min. And here's Kane. Kane. Neuer catches it safely. Robertson. Hakimi. Brandt. Played back in. Robertson. Vinicius Junior. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So a chance to deliver a ball into the box. So he's plotting something before playing it in. And here's Lewandowski. Has a pop! And this could be the final action of the first half. That'll be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Now it's Lewandowski, goes for goal! Oh, taken with style! Two to the good! They have breathing space! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So that's 2 now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Robertson. Hakimi. Brandt. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
No doubt.
And the shot! That is a class save. He had to be at his best.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Well, the clearance is short. Son Heung-min. Now the counter. He's made sure that that won't get through. Forward it goes. And here's Lewandowski. What a ball this has turned out to be. And he's straight offside. Ball is over the line. Bernardo Silva. Vinicius Junior. That intervention was very necessary.
Vinicius Junior really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt.
Goes for goal! Hoists it forward. Vinicius Junior. It's a brilliant interception. Goalkeeper's ball. Martinez. Fabinho. Back into the middle. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the left it goes. And the weighted pass. Robertson has come steaming up from the back for this. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Savic finds himself eased off the ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He's in, surely! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Guerrero. Bernardo Silva. He's got through. Chance! Hits one! No mistake! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And that's that. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close a deal.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. Decent hit from there.
We all love a try, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. And here's Benzema. Oh, real danger here. And he's there to hoof it away. Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Cuts it out. And it's Messi. It's come loose. Forward it goes. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now. Still
It's one! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
João Cancelo does well there, alert. Back into the middle. He's managed to get himself offside. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Now it's Messi. And here's the chance to counter. He's got options out wide. Going through.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
He's through. A real chance to break. Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
João Cancelo. And here's Benzema. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chooses to go back. Foden plays it forward. Chance to break. Chip through. He's in space and looking for options. It has got through to him. João Cancelo tries to get it forward quickly. Messi clips one through. Conte. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. João Cancelo. Conte. Messi. Foden.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Now it's Benzema. Foden. And now they can launch a counter. That's a decent ball. Face to face. Tries a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, that was all about the quality of the ball, wasn't it? It couldn't have been placed any better.
Laporte drives it forward. And here's Benzema. Foden tries lifting it over. Done very well to intervene. And it's Messi. Hoists it forward. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
We're already back underway here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Now it's Benzema. This could spell danger. Nice touch. That's great strength on the ball. Benzema tries to get it clear. Looking to break out here. Plays it out to the wing. It's gone for a throw-in. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Out for a throw. Conte. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Could try cutting inside here. And that has been cleared. Now a chance to break. He's pinged one through here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Stones. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
He's had a go! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it. What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Rudiger. Conte. Messi. Out towards the flank. João Cancelo tries to stroke it through. Aimed in towards the centre. De Ligt is there, and he can get that clear. And the counter is on. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And it's played forward. Messi. Real chance! Davis drives it forward. Foden. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. And he's away. Is there any support? He's gone for it! Oh, the ball's come loose. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Oh, shooting chance!
Aruza Tanke showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, good interception. João Cancelo. Oh, good ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Just the goalkeeper's shot at goal! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Stones tries to get it forward quickly. Played out to the right. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Hoists it forward. Has he found his man?
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Great run on the overlap here. Pumps it into the area. Gets up to head it! Coleman. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Really watchable and honours even. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest foot. Has a hit! He's delivered all right!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Timely intervention. Benzema. And that's been won straight back. Out for a throw. Ake. Bruno Fernandes. And it's played forward. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And now the breakaway. Benzema. He's got options out wide. Keeps everyone guessing. That's a good ball to find him. Hoists it forward. Tries to dink it in. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! That is quite remarkable.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Cleared away. Here's the cross. Benzema gets flagged offside. Stones. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. That's the through ball. A really good feat from him. Shoots! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. And that really is so impressive.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Partey. And it's Messi. He's got through. Messi. Has a pop! And more! And already they're looking to run away with it. Courtois did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
I doubt he'll score too many, which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold on to it.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He could be in here. Benzema has a pop! No mistake! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Stones. Looks to set greatly! He scored! And they're at it again in double quick time!
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's gone out of play. Partey drives it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Bruno Fernandes. Partey. And it's Benzema. Cristiano Ronaldo. Walker has come steaming up from the back for this. Got a throw in. The referee brings the first half to a close. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
So we're just settling back into this second half. Laporte. Help's available out wide.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Bruno Fernandes. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Benzema. He's found his man. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And he's there to hoof it away. Forward it goes. Rudiger battles to win it back. João Cancelo plays it forward. Fabian Ruiz does well there, alert. Mbappe. He's picked him out. It's a great ball. Stones demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Stones. And here's Benzema. Here it is now, surely! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Mbappe, he's off on him, he's gone for it! And it's Benzema. Back into the middle. Messi! Messi! Oh, almost a sixth!
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
And Dijk tries to get it forward quickly. And it's played forward. And try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. It has gone out. Fabian Ruiz collects the ball from behind.
Pontevedra have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Lookman. Walk forward. What does he try from here? He's got away. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. That has sent him sprawling. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now it's Dybala. Oh, he's broken through. Room for a shot. Dybala. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Messi. Tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Chance! And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Goalkeepers to claim.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Lookman shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
And it's Dybala. Could be a chance here, and the finish! In for the pieces! Back of the net! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Lookman. It has got through to him. Lukaku. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? And that will be the final act. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, if ever there was a good tone setter for a football match, that was it. First minutes, first shot, first goal, and it set them up.
And thanks to Jim, we both wish you a very good evening.